forward to this opportunity.
Their leading rusher is Mark Weissman. He's in the backfield. Rudock looks to the screen pass on the first play, and Cavante Martin-Manley
within the pocket, try to buy himself some time to deliver the football.
On second down, here comes Weissman to the right and tripped up past the 30-yard line. You see the right guard rolling and pulling out 65, and right there got rolled up on by his own teammate.
Yeah.
Right guard spot, and that is the case here as 3rd and 3 belongs in Rudock's hands, and here comes the pressure.
Terrific play by Bobby Richardson. He just gets off the block of Brandon Scherf. Scherf passes him inside, and nobody picks him up. The back goes right by him, and Damon try to be more energetic around the football.
Jordan Canzeri is in the backfield now. Another screen pass. This time it's Tavon Smith. A true playmaker, needs to get more balls
on the edge, get pressure on the quarterback, and Norr says of Tim Bennett, the cornerback, he's the best football player on the field for the Hoosiers the last 2 weeks.
Bennett led the country in passes defended last year. Canzeri makes a nice cut for the extra yardage. Started Aiken Pleva, who had not played the last 3 games, is in as fullback. He was dealing with a shoulder injury. He gets the fake, and the toss goes to the freshman Jonathan Parker for a first down, as his forward progress takes him to the 41.
That first down, they may want to take a shot downfield as they get closer to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that's the position that Greg Davis told us is ideal shot position. Roll in the pocket, Rudock with pressure coming, and he'll just throw it in. 2nd and 10, deeper drop for Rudock, who pumps and now takes off. This second series for Rudock, so will he continue after this series? We were told he'll probably play the first 2 for sure. Rudock on 3rd down, and a very tough catch for Tavon Smith. Got the I formation with Canzeri, the deep back. They motion Damon Powell. And off play action, exactly what you were looking for, John. Didn't have it downfield, so Pleva makes the catch in the flat. They'll run it against that loaded box, and Canzeri's got the first down inside the...
Nice jump cut by Canzeri. Watch him see the hole, get his legs up, and square up his shoulders. That's just good running and really...
Possession. Off play action, Rudock's rolling, looking downfield for Cavante Martin-Manley, and he could not make the receiver going up against one of the better defensive backs in the country. 10th play of the drive is 2nd and 10, and a throw for Rudock, and he perfectly leads Matt Vandenberg, who's back in an extended second drive after both teams went 3 and out to start their day. Damon Bullock is the back. Rudock fires close to the sticks, but it's going to be short as Tim Bennett makes with Pleva as the fullback. They'll give it to Weissman. Pleva threw that block, and Weissman with a second effort.
Nice second effort by Weissman. He does a good job of running into the back. Another way to skate and get the first down. It's always tough running in between the tackles, but good 2nd and 3rd effort there.
On first down, back to Weissman with Pleva trying to extend it to the edge and throw a block. Works his way to the 15. Got a long Big Ten history. Rudock to throw. Checks it down over the middle for Bullock, and he's with 4 receivers out there for Iowa.
Man-to-man to the bottom of the screen.
That's Tavon Smith. Over the middle to the end zone, and Doozy has his 2nd touchdown.
Doozy, one of the better tight end catchers on this football team. There's multiple tight ends, but he's able to continue to sail. But right now, the guy on the field that won that starting job, he deserves to be out there.
Canzeri's the back from the 28-yard line. Rudock a deep drop to let a deep route develop. Downfield, and it's caught! Damon Powell all the way home! Iowa's rolling!
Tells you like it is, and that's what you want from a head coach.
End around, jet sweep to the edge. And another busted play, and Jonathan Parker. They said he needed more touches, and Indiana, which has worked itself back within 2 scores, and has Iowa pinned at its own 15-yard line. Jordan Canzeri, a shifty back, works for about 6.5 yards.
You're going to control the line of scrimmage.
Again, Canzeri. John Kenny blocking for him. Iowa answered back to make it 28-7 going into the second quarter. Indiana scored a touchdown early here in the second to get back within 2 scores and trying to get Iowa's offense off the field. Rudock steps up down the seam, and it's going to be a 3 and out. An injury, now steps in for the first time today. And an option with Jonathan Parker as the pitch back. Beathard,
the way he's played the last couple of games to play a series or two, get the right feel, get him in at the right spot in this game.
Throwing the screen, but out of well in that game as well. Just a 3-man rush on 3rd and 4. Got to find a window, and that throw was very low, looking for Mark. They stick or move to Jake Rudock, and he comes right back in the game and fires a strike to Tavon Smith. Sharp then had a 3 and out 2 drives ago. Beathard came in, went 3 and out as well, so going back to Rudock. Weissman gets the carry and has a hole. And he has the first down as he works to the 21-yard line. The tackle in this first half. Weissman, strong running. Right to the 15 and right into... Kenny blocking for Weissman, who has a first down to the 10-yard line. Marching him right down the field to set up 1st and goal. Back to Weissman. He's very patient, looking for a hole to develop.
Quarters, he can pop a hole if he gets that crease.
Here's Canzeri, makes that one cut and got tripped up. He's got 6 of them.
I just think you go play action here and try to find Jake Ducey.
Rudock looking to the flat, now looking to the end zone and looking for Hamilton, but it was too tall. Rudock stays in. This is shot position for the Hawkeyes. Rudock was hoping for one, and with the pressure coming late, he ends up. Jonathan Parker is the back next to Rudock. He splits out for the screen. And could not stay on his feet.
5 guys, so bringing a lot of people that can run around the football.
Pressure coming. Rudock's protected, gets rid of it quickly, firing to the first down marker.
When the big play from Rudock to the outside. Just a deep dig route by Tavon Smith. He gets the football close to the stepped up and delivered.
4th catch for Smith today. Rudock screen. Martin Manley has 1 man to beat. And a great
field presence.
Rudock looking for Martin Manley, and it is a penalty from the 9 for Iowa. Came away with a field goal last time they were this deep. Rudock rolling the pocket, firing to the flat for Hillier, and he'll pick up about 5.
If you're going to win in the Big Ten now, today, and in the future, you have to punch this in.
Weissman stacked up at the 2. TJ Simmons was the first man there.
I don't know if they get the ball back what they can do offensively right now.
3rd and goal. Here's Weissman, and he got hit shy of the goal line. Especially if Nate Sudfeld cannot continue for Indiana in the second half. On 4th down, here's Weissman into the end zone to close the first half. Beathard for a drive, but that drive went 3 and out. Rudock on his drives accounted for the 38 points, or at least 31 offensively from Iowa.
He's back, and he's productive for the Hawkeyes.
Threw for 179 in the first half. Doozy catches it in the flat.
You don't want to get in a position where you force the quarterback on the field.
Plenty of time for Rudock. And that pass was batted down right in front of him by Covington's hands to throw it deep down the field. Covington looked a little bit sharper running the ball. But Iowa back at it offensively inside its own 20. Run for Weissman, tackled by toughest test by far this season.
Coming off a huge win, as you said, TCU.
Weissman stumbling forward.
Over 50 points. I mean, that's a guy that gets it done with his right arm.
Rudock, deep drop on first down to let routes develop downfield. Looking for Powell, and he can't hold on.
The first guy there, the cornerback playing behind Damon Powell.
And Antonio Allen delivered that late blow. Off his back foot, Rudock with a bit of a dangerous. Pressure coming on Rudock, who fires down the seam. And Clark grabbed that right arm of Tavon Smith. Kanziri's the deep back. Deep drop for Rudock. Looking for Smith. He got covered up. So Rudock rolling and will throw it away. He is widely considered by this coaching staff to be one of the most intelligent players on this team. Spinning away is Damon Bullock for a first down, and he gets chopped down inside the 40 after missing last week.
Welcome back to the offense. He makes someone miss in the backfield, and then he's able to stop and start again.
Replay second down.
But you know what, John?
Yeah.
5 in the pattern for Rudock, including his running back Bullock. Throws low. Indiana's going to drop 8. So the screen is thrown. Here's Bullock in space. He's got to go a long way for a first down. Last time he was at the helm for Iowa. But they're in a much more comfortable position right now, up by 17. And Weiss trying to figure out the quarterback scenario, but Rudock has obviously played very well today, and he looks much healthier than he was the last few weeks.
They were searching for the big play.
What was that? Yeah, the explosive play
for Greg Davis, their offensive coordinator.
3rd and 3. Pressure coming from the left side of the line, so Beathard runs
the game for the Hoosiers.
And you're talking about a bunch of freshmen that are playing right now for Indiana. Kanziri got grabbed by Bobby Richards against North Texas, but we've got to capitalize a little bit. Parker's in the game on 3rd down for Beathard at the 40. That's another screen pass today. 3rd and 9. Indiana brings pressure. Beathard, an athletic quarterback, makes a move for a first down. Still on his feet to the 20. It's the give to Jonathan Parker, and nowhere to go. Just ran into a pile.
Can't do that.
Now back to the 14-yard line. Iowa swings it out for Martin Manley with one man to beat in space. And a good open field tackle. Running right with Weissman. He's got Weissman's the lone back. Already a touchdown today. Play action back of the, or in front of the goal line rather. Now they bring in the fullback Kenny in front of Weissman. Weissman, that second effort is enough for a touchdown. Kenny 47 through that block.
Ruling on the field, the runner scored a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
Now, based on the angle,
run the football.
Try to churn some clock, and Weissman trying to get to the edge. He is pushed out.
The secondary with youthful players brought some energy and a spark to this defense.
And John, in a situation where you might want to run some clock, they spread it out with 5 receivers. Screen pass thrown out to Powell, and he gets blown up immediately by Hunter. And it's 3rd and 15. Rudock looking to throw again. Throwing the long speed out for Powell, and he does not have enough for the first down. John mentioned it earlier. Indiana has 5 takeaways all year. They need one right now. Try to stay in this game. Instead, Weissman with very shifty moves. Second and a long 2. Weissman stumbling forward for a first down.
And get through the back end of them.
Here's Weissman, still on his feet. We'll bring up second down. Matt Schick has an important update from the studio. Expected him back coming off a foot injury. We're hearing some possibility that he may actually not play today. Back to Weissman for a first down for the Hawkeyes, just churning away the yards. And run of 4, run of 7, and a run of 6 to get him out to the 31-yard line for Weissman. They're running the end around with Tavon Smith. And he stepped out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
That's the thing that this team needs. They need to be able to stretch the football field vertically at some point.
Right. There's Kanziri. And I should mention, obviously, today, until today, they had to look like their usual selves. Well, right back to Weissman to try to pick up the short yardage for a first down. I don't think this game press conference, who are you going to go with as your starting quarterback? Or are you going to have Jake Rudock as your starting quarterback full time? Weissman out across the 30 for a first down. Maybe a little sarcastic. It'll be interesting to see what he says about his Iowa team after this performance today.
Mark Weissman, the ball carrier.